trained, they had like scaffolds, big metal scaffold with a big platform on top, and we had to climb up. The platform was maybe 15 or 20 feet above the ground, and they had a Norden bomb sight on it, and the target was a little round, it was a round, I don't know how you call it, let's say a pickle barrel, and we had to steer the platform until we were in the sights of the target, and then we had to drop like a plum and see where it hit.
So a plum in a pickle barrel. Something like that.
Whatever you want to call it.
How did you do?
Like a round drum.
Uh-huh.
And then we had to synchronize the Norden bomb sight until the Norden it had like mercury, and you can't do it with one hand because the mercury one was here, one was here, so you had to coordinate them until you got them right in the dead center. You had to do it this way. You couldn't do it this way because you can't control the mercury up and down and this way. So you had to shit. You had to do it this way until you were able to get the crosshairs.
Why did they call it the football?
Well, it was about 18 inches long and about maybe a foot wide, and it had you had to look through a scope, you know what I mean, to really synchronize those crosshairs. Because even if you went maybe 1 degree off from 10,000 feet can make you go maybe 1,000 feet off the target. Most of our missions were from 10,000 and higher heights, because when you're higher, you can see more area. If you're flying, let's say 5,000 feet, you're going to go very fast and you pass the target. This way you can pick from 10,000 or 15,000 feet. You see a wider area and you got longer time to synchronize those crosshairs.
You had control of the plane on the Bombardier, right?
The pilot turned over the plane about 5 to 10 minutes before we saw the target. I mean, we had to adjust for the drift of the plane, the airspeed, the altitude, all accounted for the bombs to go down in the proper place. Because if you're off 1 degree, you're not going to hit that target. And when we were in Bombardier school, our targets were 100 round feet. So that I would say 95%, I got them in the really inner, they had circles. This circle, a bigger circle, until it reached 100 feet circle. And 95% of my bombs in practice. I don't know about on a mission, but they were in that little circle.
You did well in Bombardier school?
Yeah.
Tell me about your instructor.
I had a great instructor. He would ask me all the questions. I mean, I didn't know about the other fellas probably knew the answers also, but he used to pick on me. Not because when I use the word pick, I think he liked me. So that's why he used to say, the kid from Brooklyn, what's the answer? And that's why I knew all the answers. I knew the answers before he asked the questions.
Did you ever volunteer the answers?
No. I let him do it. We had a big class, you know, maybe 20 or 30, no, maybe with 20, 25 people. So I'm not going to answer. Let him ask. And then after we graduated Bombardier School, he asked me if I wanted to be an instructor. I said I didn't want to, because I knew eventually, maybe I know a lot of people that didn't go over. You know what I mean? I had one guy that wanted to, he lived in California, and he didn't want, and he got up in front of the instructor and in front of my class. I have pictures of the guys in my classroom, and he said to the instructor, he would like to be an instructor. Why did you pick a Jew? And you know what happened the next day? All the guys in the back room, in my barracks, went out. And I saw this guy, I remember his name, Barrett. Came back the next day, he was black and blue. Because the other guys in my barrack, I only weighed maybe 130, 135 pounds. This guy weighed 200. And they took him in the backyard, outside the barracks. And they beat the shit out of him.
They taught him a lesson.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
They didn't make him an instructor.